So one area we haven't actually looked at yet is website. So on the left, I keep talking about the different menu options with audience and campaigns, etc. But you might have seen this one here with a little mouse icon over a little, kind of looks like a website, I'm not really sure. But that is what we click on. So just to show you what it does look like. If you don't have a website yet, then this is not a bad place to start if you want something quite simple. It's quite ideal for selling your products as well, and of course then it integrates with all your automations and email campaigns and data. So if we click on, let's start off with set up your site. So we might want to call this brand and remote in this instance. You'd obviously name this to whatever you'd like it to be. And if you do have your own website, this can still be used as a separate thing for just landing pages. So we want to have an edit of our homepage. We'll simply click in edit page. And this is quite cool. It kind of gives you a layout already. And it's slightly different to the classic design in Mailchimp that we've been using. But it's fairly similar to the new lot. So with the new design, it's a little bit more modern. It's not quite as flexible, but it can be great for making a lovely looking site. So it makes it really nice and simple. To be honest, wherever you click, you can then edit. So if I click on the first section, for example, in the background, straight away it comes up and tells me what I can change. So just like email templates, you click on something and then you can change it. So I could say I want a background to be an image. So you can browse and upload an image just like anything other Mailchimp template. So these are all going to be quite small, but of course you catch the drift. So that's obviously too small for the background area. If it does look blurry, then it's probably because your image is too small. I normally said for emails that you want it 600 pixels width, but for something like this, an image about 1600 plus is good. So you probably want a bigger one. Or you can choose a color. So again, choose one of the colors we've got here. But you might notice your color isn't there yet. So to do that, we're going to get out of sections, click on the down arrow, and we want to click in style at the top. So here you can see what palette you're using. So that would be your brand colors. So if you have a brand already, you want to find the hex codes of all of these colors, and we can edit these, and you can choose some of the pre-made ones. But if you've got your own branding, you probably want to create your own, and here you can choose your own hex code for each. So if you remember them, for example, I know one blue I use is 1299CE, and it comes up. Click the next one. Could be a green or a black rather. Use a pink. So you can use whatever color palette you want, and you can give it a name. So we can call this my brand and save. Okay, as Mailchimp kindly mentions, we need 5 colors. So my brand doesn't have 5 colors, but we can just choose others. We don't have to use them. So we can save that. We don't want to go back on the default, so we'd go back. And we'd go back. So now styles, we can then choose our custom. So now we've got all our nice colors, and we go back. So here we go. My brand is now chosen. That's great. So I can click back, and let's go back to edit page. So now we can choose the color we want. So we've got our branded colors here, which we picked. So you can give this pink kind of colour. Again, don't worry about my design. It won't look that good because I'm using some random ones. But we're going to use this for now. And once we're happy with that, we'll click down. And a button. So again, with a button, just like in a Mailchimp template, we can click and choose where it's going to go to. So we could say we want to go to google.com. Of course, it wouldn't be here, but it gives you an example what you can type. Or you can choose to go to another page on your website. So I don't have any other pages yet. I've only got home. Or another section on this website. So either a call to action, and you will say click here to go and purchase X. Then you would click on text section or about section. And you just need to work out what section is which. So you can do this with trial and error. So if you want to click on this button and say click here to subscribe, we'll click on subscribe and we'll save that. So then when you preview this, if you click on learn more, then it will take you to the subscribe section of your site. So I want to exit that. You might want to change some of the colors. So just like in the template, you can change the background colors of it. Let's use a green for now. You can choose a style, so we can change it, the border radius. And you can choose how curved you want it, things like that. It looks great. And if you don't want it anymore, click on the bin. But I'm going to keep this. So I might be happy with this section. And if you want to add sections here, you can click on the plus at the bottom. Same with the template. If you hover over it, you can normally find places to add bits. So again, you might want to change the text here. You might want to delete that section completely. And you can choose a layout where you want that to go. And then again, with images, you click over an image, you click replace, and you can pick your own one in here. So again, I could have my rainbow. And of course, if you're changing this up, the sections, try and make sure there's a different color, like alternate. If you're changing the sections, make sure you're alternating them, because otherwise the whole page just look like one big kind of page. So a lot of time, if you do something like that, it can look quite cool. So you go from one main color to another. And what I forgot to mention, with the top, you probably want your own logo. So you can choose logo option if you want text or image. So I want an image. And of course you can replace that and choose your own image. So you have your own logo there. And of course, just like a template, you can now link that up. So you can link that to your own page. The home page normally goes to a logo. And that's as simple as that with actually editing the page. So the same with videos. You would type in a YouTube URL. So we go to YouTube, and you might have one of your videos already. So for example, you wanted one about music. Then you can go in here, click save, and then the cover photo will change accordingly. And just like the rest of it, you can, like the rest of Mailchimp, you can then change your social media, and you can choose which options you want. If you want YouTube in there, Facebook, it makes it really nice and simple to kind of tick what you do want. And obviously just type in the box what you like as well. And it adds a logo at the bottom. But everything is nice and simple where you can just click, replace, and it has a really nice kind of style already. And with subscribe, you can choose which part of your form you'd like to go in there. So if you're unsure about how to change parts of your form, then please look through the form modules. And this is nice and simple. So we could say we want first name, last name, and a birthday. We're happy with that. So you can change the color. You can click on layout and you can choose how you would like your form to be. If you want it next to an image, if you want it next to the text on the left, or you want the text above it. And again, you can choose what color scheme you'd like for it, which is quite cool. So you can click through some of these. It says they create these based on your own palette. So it saves you some of the work. So it uses your branding that you picked. Or if you want to change it, you can say I want the background to be blue. Or add an image background. And if you ever want to check it, you can click preview. And then just like on a Mailchimp template, you can scroll through it. You can test the links. You can even check and see how it's looking on mobile. So automatically they convert it in a pretty nice way to mobile, which is really cool. And you can exit the preview. And then once you're happy, I mean, yours will be a lot better than this. It's very basic. But you click done. And then you can either publish or finish later. So we're going to say finish later. If you want to add more pages, you want to go back into websites. You click pages. And then add page. So here you can call your page services, for example. And you can choose if you want to add it as a home page or not. And if you want to add it to navigation. So I'm happy with my home page as it is. So I'm going to just add it to navigation. Click add. So now I've got 2 pages, which is really cool. And you can see that's added now to the navigation. So if you want your home page in your navigation as well, you can simply scroll that. So now you can see the menus changed to add that too. And the same editing, you just keep editing exactly the same way and adding more pages, just like that.